I am severely addicted to my cell phone. Every second of my life, it feels like I am unlocking this against my will and I'm opening applications just for mindless entertainment. I'm cycling through Reddit or Facebook or YouTube, and I don't even know I'm doing it. And I always wonder, how much of my life am I wasting staring at this phone? How much more productive could I be if I didn't have this phone in my pocket all the time? And I've been thinking for years, man, if I could just use my Apple Watch as my phone, I could leave the phone at home and I could just get to work. I tried it years ago, it didn't work because the Apple Watch battery just can't handle using cellular for that long. It would die after like 5 or 6 hours. But with the new Apple Watch Ultra, it's supposed to last for days. And I thought, finally, a watch that I can use as a replacement cell phone and I can leave my phone at home. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work for me. So believe it or not, I am one of the few people in the world who uses an Apple Watch for safety. I'm a kiteboarder and I have been through some kite mares, as we call them. I've been blown to an island before and trapped there. And I did not have an Apple Watch or a cell phone at the time, and I promised myself when I get out of this situation, I'm going to buy a cellular Apple Watch and I'm going to have it on me at all times. I love my Apple Watch, but in all honesty, I don't use many of the features at all. I found that the workout tracking hasn't been very accurate for me. If I play my drum kit over here, it thinks that I'm running a marathon. It'll tell me I've run like 10 miles after a few minutes of playing the drums. My other favorite form of working out is jujitsu, and I can't even wear a watch while I do that anyway, so I've turned off all of the automatic health tracking stuff. I've tried the sleep tracking before, and it does create a nice little graph for you in the morning, but what do you do with that then? I don't know. Basically, I use this as a watch, and I love the ability to receive phone calls and text messages on it as well. Now, when the Ultra was announced with its $800 price tag, I knew I didn't need this watch. My 3 or 4-year-old Apple Watch works totally fine for what I need it to do. The battery lasts all day long as I turn off all of the health tracking stuff, which is fine for me. And so to justify this purchase to myself, I somehow convinced myself that yes, this is the ultimate phone replacement, and I can leave my phone at home and I can give my family and my work my undivided attention because I won't have any of the entertainment options on my wrist that I have with me on my phone. But when I tried to do this for me, I realized just how addicted to my phone I am. Yes, I'm addicted to all the crap. I'm addicted to all of the entertainment. But I'm also addicted to my phone as a productivity device. I use my phone for everything, and I didn't realize it until I didn't have it with me all the time. The Apple Watch is incredible for a smartwatch. Don't get me wrong, you can send and receive phone calls, text messages, emails. You can even do navigation and stuff with Google Maps or Apple Maps. You can even do Apple Pay, where you store credit cards on your watch and pay with everything wirelessly. I tried this last night for the first time, actually. It worked great. The issue is the other million little things that you do on your smartphone every day or every week that you don't even think about. But the second you aren't able to, you don't know what to do. One, you can't call an Uber. You used to be able to. Uber actually removed the app from the watch just a few months ago, so you can no longer call an Uber. You can't send money to people. This may not seem like a big deal, but in the moment, yeah, it is a big deal. I send money to people like every other day via PayPal or Venmo or ATH. You can't do it. This one's obvious, but it's a big deal in the moment. You can't take photographs with your watch. And this is something that may not seem like a big deal until you're in that moment where you need to take a picture of something super important. I don't have a camera. I think we've all become super spoiled having a camera in our pockets all the time, and you don't realize how much you miss it until it's not there. Speaking of the camera, I use my phone as my only scanner as well. So if I have a document that I have to scan and email or copy or whatever, the only device that I own that can do it is my smartphone. Sending files to print. My wife just sent me an email and said, hey, can you print this for me real quick? No, I can't because I don't have my phone on me and my watch can't do it. As many of you know, I live down here in Puerto Rico and everyone here communicates with the WhatsApp application. I hate it, it's just the way it is down here though. And there's not a WhatsApp app for the watch. So although I can get some notifications and stuff, I can't easily reply, I can't search through stuff, I can't see images, it just doesn't work on the watch. Here's a big one. I was trying to book this big flight to Japan. By the way, we're doing another Photographing the World with Elia in Japan in like 1 month. If you live in Japan, send me a message. I'd love to meet you while we're there. But I was having all these issues with like canceling a flight and rebooking another with Delta and everything, and then trying to get in contact with Delta and figure out their number and figure out my Delta number and everything. I have that all saved in the Delta app on my phone. Doesn't exist on the watch. So yes, I can make phone calls on this, but actually trying to get to this information is a nightmare. And while I was dealing with all this, I was trying to search through my emails to find some of this information, and I realized at that point, oh, you can't search through emails on your watch. Yes, you can scroll through emails, but if you're looking for an email that came in a few days ago, you're never going to find it on your watch. It's a nightmare. I've just noticed there are so many little apps throughout the day that I check that are only on my phone, not on the watch. For example, like I said, I kiteboard. I'm always checking the wind. I have a very specific app that I use to check the wind. Doesn't exist on the watch. If you clicked on this video, I imagine you're probably similar to me. You spend so much of your life wasting time on your cell phone. But if you do, you're probably also the type of person that uses your cell phone for everything and you literally can't live without it. I think for some people, the Apple Watch Ultra could absolutely be a phone replacement for them. I think about people like my parents who literally just use their phone to send and receive phone calls and text messages, and that's it. And for people like that, I think you could use this. I think the battery life is going to easily last you all day. It's gonna do everything you need. You never even have to worry about your phone. That's great. But those people don't have a phone addiction problem anyway. So using a cell phone for them isn't a problem like it is for us. I think what I've learned through this experiment is that I actually use my phone for more important things than I thought, more regularly than I thought. And getting stuff done with my phone was never the problem. I'm not upset about how much time I'm spending on my phone taking photos or responding to emails or whatever. I am 100% upset with myself with how much time I am wasting with all of these addicting applications that is just mindless entertainment. I think I lied to myself a little bit and justified buying this watch by saying like, oh yeah, it's gonna allow me to put the phone away, whatever. The truth is, we are adults. I don't need to buy this to put my phone away and not use it. I don't need to buy a dumb phone so that I'm not addicted to this phone over here. I can limit how much time I give myself for entertainment on my phone, or I can remove it completely and give myself access to it only on a laptop. The bottom line is that the Apple Watch Ultra is an incredible watch. If you're an ultra marathon runner, sure, buy it. $800, totally worth it. But if you think you can buy your way out of your phone addiction, kind of like I did, the truth is you can't. You just need a little bit of discipline, and if you have a problem with one app in particular, just get rid of it. If you happen to be a professional photographer, check out the link below to 5-day deal. It's the biggest photography sale of the entire year. We're putting up one of our most successful tutorials of all time. It's called Perfecting the Headshot with Peter Hurley. And in this tutorial, Peter Hurley teaches you everything he knows about capturing the absolute best photographs of anyone who happens to be in front of your camera. We normally sell this tutorial for $300. You can get it right now with $2,200 worth of other photography products for just $98. And if you buy all 3 bundles here for around $160, you can get over $5,000 worth of photography tutorials, plugins, software, even magazine subscriptions. It is by far the best deal of the entire year. There's only a couple of days left. Check it out in the link below.